have any
We'll
medical
do a
issues you're dealing
general
with? This is just
detox.
sheer curiosity. Yeah, general detox is fine. Yeah, and then I put my phone on the floor down there, and I've got some like meditation beats on my phone.
Okay, if you can lift
I
up
would
your head
just
for me.
need someone's assistance to put my earbuds in my
Yeah,
ear,
and I'll put a towel behind
and
you.
I'll just meditate.
Okay, so the reason I believe this around your neck is so that you don't inhale it, because it's bad for your lungs.
Yeah, those yeah.
Okay, and then I'll give you a nasal cannula.
Okay.
That's pure oxygen. So if you can try, it's best if you can inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth.
Okay.
But whatever works for you.
Yeah. And then,
Okay, is that too tight? Is that okay?
No, it's perfect. Yeah. And I'm cool with as high temperature as you guys want to go. I'm not too concerned. I like to really get the most out of things and really feel it. So whatever you guys think is going to be kind of.
Yeah. So for the HOCATT, the heat is not really.
Too much heat will destroy the ozone.
Yeah.
So you don't want
Yeah.
it too hot.
Yeah.
But you can definitely.
I'll let you know if my skin starts to burn.
So I would do between 143, 145. What do you think?
Like 42? Or I think 42.
So what's Josh do? Or
50.
What do you like, Josh?
Yeah, that's a bad
50.
idea.
50?
Don't do that.
I told him it was a bad idea, but he said nope.
Yeah, we're not supposed to
Okay.
listen to
Whatever you're comfortable jacking me up to, just challenge me a little bit, because I'm used to pretty hot saunas and stuff like that.
Sorry, Roxy.
Okay, so I'm gonna increase the electrotherapy, and you're gonna start feeling on the metal plates like it's tickling you. Let me know.
Nothing yet. I'm feeling a little bit.
Okay.
You're not going to feel it much.
So basically, you feel the contact in the
Yeah, I
beginning.
feel it. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
the contact. Yeah.
And then you will get used to it. You're probably not gonna feel it later.
Okay.
But it's always on. Okay. Okay. So everything's on. And then the PEMF. For that, I'm gonna come back in like 10 minutes when your body's already heated, because it works better on a heated body. It's 12 minutes only.
No, I think we should do it now and do
Jane
it twice.
does it like forever, but
Sure. Let's do it.
I'm on it
Yeah.
for an hour a night.
Yeah, let's do a double. Why not?
make sure it dials down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then just turn it up.
Okay, so you tell me when you feel it.
It's
Pretty good right there.
Okay. Too much or no?
I think it's too
I mean,
much.
you're shaking. I crank it up a lot. The truth is, in terms of the power of the PMF, it doesn't matter whether it's high intensity or not. You get the same power from the PMF no matter what intensity. it is.
Maybe
Down.
turn it down just slightly, just so my back can relax just a little bit.
Good. More.
Go down just slightly more. I just want to be able to meditate too. Yeah, but right
Did you want
there.
the
Yeah,
sun?
that's perfect right there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
well, we're supposed to keep phones away from PMF, but
Yeah, just because it drains the battery faster.
Yeah, it's pretty far away.
Yeah, but it's in airplane mode too. I always keep my phone in airplane mode, so there's no EMF coming out.
okay. You want these in?
Sure, let's do it. Why
Okay. Great. Just what, 30?
Do you want
not? Yeah,
him?
let's go 30.
Wait, before you do that, do you want me to talk to him a little bit about what this is before we crank him up
Sure.
with the music?
Yeah.
Pause?
You can press pause on it so she can talk to me.
Okay.
And will the temp go any higher than it's at right now?
Yeah, you will get.
It'll keep getting hotter.
So you will get hotter
Yeah.
from the infrared.
Okay. All right,
yes.
cool. Yeah, 'cause I don't feel it that much right now.
Yeah, the
It
first
just
10
gotta
minutes you're
continue
not
to heat up.
gonna feel it.
All right, cool.
Mhm.
All right, sounds good. All right, fill me in here, Jane.
So, this is, in my opinion, the state-of-the-art therapy, because all of what this has, La Casa has offered we've been around for 26 years. We're the oldest wellness center in Manhattan.
Wow.
So everything that this has, we have been offering for the 26 years individually. PMF, ozone, infrared. Well, we haven't been offering.
PMF, ozone, infrared.
Those are the three main
Those are
things.
the main three.
And when we get a lot of sick people that come here, so Lyme, cancer, that kind of thing, stroke, those are my three go-to therapies. There are other things that we do, but I think those are kind of sine qua non for the chronic degenerative diseases. So if you would do PMF, we would start you at 20 minutes. We don't want to create a hertz. When I first got it, I was really ambitious, and a woman came in with a tumor here, and so I kind of cranked her up, and it swelled up. We knew it was a herx. She understood what Herxheimer was, and so she wasn't scared, but it kind of freaked me out. So I always go slowly. I start at 20 minutes for the PMF, and then no herx, I do 30, then I do 40. Like I said earlier, myself, I'm on it for an hour a night generally. When I finish working, I'm a psychoanalyst by day. I finish with my patients 10 o'clock. I just kind of sit around, laze around, turn on the TV, and I'm on my PMF machine. So that takes between usually 30 and 60 minutes. So that's one treatment. Ozone, the system that we had prior to this, looked a little like this. Wasn't, kind of modern, sleek, state-of-the-art the way this one looks with the long line, but it was fine, and that would also be a half hour. Infrared, usually we have a bunch of infrared therapies, including the light that's right there. I can turn it around and give you glasses and you'd be exposed to infrared. We have a salt infrared sauna that's pretty amazing. We have 4 high-intensity infrared lamps that get up to 500 degrees, but because it's infrared, the air isn't hot, so you're pretty comfortable. We also can turn the main sauna on, and we've got about 100 pounds of Himalayan salt, pink Himalayan salt crystals. So I'll show you that before you leave.
Cool.
We have something called the Rejuvapod. It's more comfortable than this. It's not as powerful as this, but you're lying down, the platform vibrates, it kind of lulls me usually into a little nap. You're breathing in oxygen, you've got the vibration of the platform, you've got the infrared lights, many lights of all different colors, and you've got essential oils that are coming up. So that's my favorite treatment, but this is the most powerful treatment.
Cool.
This is not my favorite only because I'm sitting up. So the infrared, is anywhere from a half hour to whatever time you want to do. If you want to spend 40, 50 minutes in the sauna, that's fine. So the point that I'm getting to is all of these separate treatments, when you do them separately, people might be here for 3 hours doing them separately.
This one just
the
does
beauty
all
of
at
this
once.
is that it's simultaneous, it's all at
How long
once.
has this machine existed?
Well, I speak around the country. Cancer is my specialty. So I found this at a holistic cancer conference about 5 years ago. I think they had just started cranking them out, and so it was much less sophisticated than this machine. It had ozone, it had infrared. I'm not sure it had much else. So I've been kind of watching the evolution of it. It was much cheaper then. It was only $18,000 then. I finally decided to pull the trigger and got this. So it's been around at least 5 years, but as I said, they keep developing it and improving it. It's the only system that I know of that exposes you to carbonic acid, which is quite nice because it kind of puts you into parasympathetic.
Yeah, I can feel my whole body relaxing
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
The other thing that is new to this, well, the PMF is also quite new, that they included that in this amazing machine. And I have probably about 8 PMF devices. I have Bob Dennis's little guy,
Flexible,
yeah.
so the
Yeah, and
ICs.
Yes, and I have one that's specific for the face. It's Russian device. It's in that room. I have one in the colonic room. We do something called the intensive colonic, where we put the tubing on the abdomen. That kind of muscle twitching really stimulates peristaltic movement. So I'm very into PMF, but it's not that this machine is better than any other machines that I have. It's that the delivery system of this machine is amazing. So that, again, we can hook this up into the HOCATT, or we can separate it from the HOCATT and put it into what's in that room next door. And you're lying on a blanket and you're lying under a blanket that's filled with these PMF oils. So you're sandwiched in between. And that's the only, I know that you just came from another PMF machine. I love that machine. You're lying in the big chair and it's got the big tube, but the pad. But this one is head to foot covered with PMF. So I think it's
What's that one called?
the one that Josh
The
has.
one that you have. That's
Hugo, and it's called the Hugo because the man that developed it, his name is Hugo.
makes sense. Cool.
Yeah. So the other thing that makes this absolutely unique is it's got over 1,000 frequencies embedded in it. I'm
Wow.
really into frequency medicine. I have a bunch of systems upstairs in my psychoanalytic office. One of them is a Russian device. You know what frequency is. I scan the body. I see what frequencies you've got. It translates to you have E. coli in your left kidney. You know, you have bloodline the right eye. So it both diagnoses and it also treats. I got into this particular, I've been into frequency healing for a while, but I got into this particular Russian device because my daughter had had a bunch of kidney infections. I didn't know what to do about it. I had tried everything I knew to do. And an MD that used to come to La Casa said, Jane, you have to bring her to Michael in Brooklyn. So I didn't know who Michael in Brooklyn was, but I called Michael in Brooklyn. I went out to Michael in Brooklyn. This was 12 years ago. It was the coldest day of the year. It was 9 degrees out. This is Brighton Beach. This is where all the Russian Jews live in New York. We ran into Michael from Brooklyn in the lobby. He had just come in from the ocean. His hair was wet and he had on a furry robe. He's one of those crazy Russians that swims in 9-degree weather. So we went up to his apartment. My daughter walked one step into the apartment and said, Mom, I just got my period. I'm shivering, I'm shaking, I'm in unbearable pain. I need an Advil and I need to lie down. And Michael from Brooklyn said, Molly, I have an Advil. I will give you an Advil if you really need it. But if you give me 20 minutes, I will have you out of pain. So he put some headphones on us. So all of the other frequency systems, they all work usually with the meridians. I like this one because it reads from the brain per se. So I think it's more accurate. The research from Russia, this was developed. Should I just let you fall asleep?
No, I'm just closing my eyes.
Okay.
My body's being to relax, so
Okay.
I'm just listening to my body to relax.
Okay. I might not know if you fall asleep. I'll just keep talking. So Michael put the headphones on her, and 20 minutes later, I said, how are you doing? And she said, I'm out of pain. My daughter was 14 and a half at that time. She'd been getting her period for 3.5 years, and every single month, the first day of her period, she was down for the count. She was on the bed, writhing in pain, asking for whatever drugs I had, which I never have because I don't do drugs. So should I make her go to the drugstore? If she wanted drugs, she had to get them herself and get an Advil or whatever. So 20 minutes later, this girl is out of pain. It was completely miraculous to me. And I said that day, whoever this guy Michael from Brooklyn is, whatever he's got, whatever he knows I need. So I bought his system called the Matrix Decoder, and I use it to great effect for diagnosis and treatment. So back to the HOCATT, what you're doing, there are over 1,000 frequencies that have been embedded in this machine, and they bundled them into, with the sheet, there are 133 bundles. So any one of these, like kidney stones, lymph, Lyme disease, asthma, back pain, cholesterol, any of these bundles or packages, they may have between 3 and 30 different frequencies bundled together. And this is the only machine that, other than the machines per se that are frequency millimeter devices, this is the only machine that I know of that embeds it in another therapy. So I'm going to let you relax.
Thanks. All right, cool. Do you think, actually 2 questions. Can we go slightly higher on the temperature at all? You think?
Yes.
It still feels a little cool to me.
It is, you can actually see what it is,
43.
43. Yeah, I usually have it at 43.
Check it out.
Yeah. Okay, it's 45 now.
All right, cool.
I mean, it's still 43, but it'll go up to 45.
Sounds good. And then I've got some binaural beats on my phone. If you press play on it, it'll play those. And that'll lull me in even more of a state of meditation.
So I just hit the arrow?
should just be able to press play and it should go. Yeah, there we go. Thanks.
It's on chill, relax.
All right, I'll
And I
chill.
wish you a chill, relax.
All right, I'll chillax here. I think the PNF ran its cycle if we want to do double cycle on it.
Okay. All right, it did. There we go.